seems to there. And all you see is food's even spelled down ABC. Where's that good old-fashioned free food on which we used to rely? Love is forgiven here. Love is showing. There's a lot of free here. And then living my 7 years. It's forget the year.
Hi, everyone. Thank you. Thanks for coming to Forget the Year. It's great to see all your faces. I'm Lauren.
And I'm Chani. And welcome to a night full of music, laughter, and conspiracies. For finding the truth.
Yeah, so today we're coming together as a physics community to bond over what we all share. A love of free food and a passion for free booze.
Tonight is also about the second year class. We began our UChicago physics career in September of 2020 during a pandemic quarantine. And so we know that psychologists of the future will have a field day studying how Zoom classes have instilled extreme social awkwardness among a whole generation of students.
Yeah, so hopefully it's going to be weird. So when we were told we had to put together a bunch of content for Forget the Year, we didn't really know what we were getting ourselves into. But we met each other in person for the first time, and we got to work planning the show. And we've been working for the past 9 months. So this better be good.
It's been a minute. So we're so excited to be sharing the fruits of our labor with you tonight. But first, before we get to the fun stuff, here's some information that you need to know. In the back, we have our bar. Please go ahead and get any alcoholic and non-alcoholic drinks. And please do remember to tip your bartender. This may be the only money they're seeing all year round.
Yeah. So exits are located at the rear of the Cloister Club, and dinner will be served at around 7:20, I believe. So let the countdown begin.
Please do remember to respect all UChicago COVID policies, whatever they may be at this present moment in time.
Okay, and with that, we're about to start our first skit.
This is a love letter to Zoom meetings.
Enjoy.
Oh, I don't get it.
How don't you get this? We spent all lecture Wednesday going over it. What were you doing?
So what we have here is we have a pendulum that starts out in this position at an angle of 60 degrees away from the vertical. The length of the pendulum is 2 feet, or actually make it 2 meters. That might be better. We'll make it a metric problem. So the length is 2 meters.
I just don't get it.
Well, weren't you paying attention during the last colloquium talk?
It's 1/2 ground states, there's double P excited states, and nothing ad hoc like found gates in the species. We can just calculate the idea of physics limits for things like the dark. This is something that is, I say, unique to the atomic physics version of quantum computing.
At least I put the clapping emoji at the end of the talk.
I don't get it.
Well, weren't you in the meeting, the grad student updates, and then you were supposed to follow up?
Concrete, so we are wanting people to get back with their stories and the information that potentially we don't know. So I think that's fine. And the other issue that I really, and I think
I don't get it.
Weren't you paying attention during last week's mandatory departmental meeting about the new COVID requirements?
You got video off. Let's get this. Glasses off.
This next skit is based on true events. Names have been changed to protect the not-so-innocent.
Hi, everyone. My name is Elise, and I'm a TA.
Hi, Elise.
So first of all, I wanted to thank all of you for coming to this meeting of TA Anonymous, or as you may have heard it called before, TAA. We have some leftover colloquium coffee over there, and I think there's still some stale Nutter Butters if you want any snacks. So great refreshments. Anyway, we're here to just commiserate about what it's like to be a teaching assistant here at UChicago. So I'll start. So I have a student, let's call him Dave, and Dave had some questions about how I graded their lab report. So I went back and looked, and they didn't really have all the data, and because of that, they hadn't done any data analysis, and they didn't have any conclusions because of all that. And so I told this to Dave, and Dave sent me back a 5-paragraph long email about how I sucked as a TA and how the grading policies were so unfair. And I just don't understand how they spend so little time on the assignment and then suddenly have so much time to critique our grading policies. Like, anyways.
Yeah, thank you for sharing, Elise. I guess I can go next. Hi, everyone. My name is Jeffrey, and I'm a TA.
Hi, Jeffrey.
Thank you. So my story is about 2 students I unfortunately had to TA in my electronics class last quarter. So in the first week of the quarter, I wanted everyone to get familiar with how a breadboard works. So I asked them to just simply wire up a battery to the breadboard. Unfortunately, one of the students connected both the positive and negative end of the battery to the same rail. So as you can expect, the battery immediately exploded. So I was frantic, and I wanted to make sure everyone else in the class understood don't do that. So I told everyone, never connect both the positive and negative end of the battery to the same wire. Well, another one of the students in the class, being the true experimental physicist that he was, decided to immediately test what I had just said. And he connected the positive and negative of the battery to the same wire. And what do you know? The battery instantly exploded, spewing battery juices everywhere. I just seriously don't know what the fuck was wrong with my students. Anyway.
Yeah, thank you for sharing, Jeffrey. I'm so sorry. Well, thank you for having me. My name is George, and I'm a TA.
Hi, George.
Thank you. Yeah, so, I'm TAing lab, and, whenever you TA a class, you always have that one student who's always really gung-ho about answering questions, always wants to get a word in, super excited. But this lab class I was TAing, none of the students wanted to answer any of my questions. It was like I was talking to a brick wall, And I'm just looking at the students, and they're just mindlessly scrolling through their phones, through their social media, turning the oscilloscope knobs without knowing what they're actually doing. Makes me feel like I'm doing something wrong,
No, not at all. Yeah, thank you for sharing.
But, actually, while I'm here, there's something else I want to mention that's really been sitting heavy on my mind. So that lab I'm TAing is 141. And my friend, he TAs 131. And I'm going to be completely honest with you. I work way harder than him. I put in way more hours than him. But at the end of the day, we get paid the exact same wage. Does this seem fair to you in the slightest? I'm upset. I'm mad. I think what the students need to do, I think the grad students of UChicago need to collectively get together. I think we need to negotiate wages. I think we need to form a grad student union.
I think you all have totally misunderstood what we're here to do. We're just here to commiserate. We're not here to form any unions or anything. None of that talk. Yeah.
Elise, do you want more bribe now?
Later, Stuart.
Or
Stuart, later. Go away. So I think it's time for us to end. So why don't you clean up the coffee and the Nutter Butters? I'm gonna, Stuart!
Who's that? Professor. It's Dave Schmitz.
It was a crisp fall day in the physics department, but not everything was as it seems.
Ever since last fall, I've been having this weird feeling that someone's always been watching me.
I'm sure you're just a little paranoid from being alone during quarantine the whole time. I'm sure it's nothing.
What?
Oh, did you get scared by that? He's just telling us to put our masks on.
Sure, whatever you say. Whoops.
Soon, the students will learn not to stay late in these buildings, with all kinds of spooky specters lurking around.
Nothing here works. I swear my data is haunted. Who's that? I'm armed. Who's that? Whoa!
Coming soon to a nightmare near you.
Electron, don't leave me. Don't go to infinity, Electron. I'm stuck in the potential well. I'm gonna die.
Where is that plot? You'll never publish at this rate.
This is a dream. It was all a dream.
Has this ever happened to you?
And so, in conclusion, we have made great breakthroughs in sequencing this DNA. However, COVID continues to spread all across the globe. There's much to be understood about this novel coronavirus, but we hope that the public will heed our warning and remain calm. Remember, the best and brightest biologists and medical experts are working on this, and we shall overcome this. Thank you. Thank you. Now we have a time for a few questions. Oh yes, you in the front there.
Yeah, I wanted to offer you some actual good ideas.
Okay.
For starters, this whole modeling the dynamics of the spike protein, you can quote me right now, this will never be useful in the duration of the pandemic. Actually, can I give some good ideas? I prepared some slides that I can show you.
Oh, okay.
So if we see this over here. So I was thinking about this whole COVID problem, if it is a problem. And I realized that if we take this COVID virus and instead model it as a 2D curved surface, well then we can use mean field theory approximation and all of our interactions are analytical and we're happy.
Well, I don't think that follows the data that we see in our
that definitely follows the data, but speaking of data, I don't know how I didn't think about this. So my grad student and I were thinking, we realized that if we take everyone on the Earth and we model them as spins, and then we take COVID to be some order unity interaction parameter, well boom, you have a spin-Ising model. Well, that's right. This is a real paper that I, as a real physicist, put up about how we can model COVID using the spin-Ising model. If you ask me, we don't need less cases. We need more, because then we'll find more interesting emergent phenomena.
Don't be an asshole. Don't physics-splain.
My name is George, and I'll be your host for tonight's game shows. Are you ready? Are you excited? All right. That's what I like to hear. So our first game show of the night is first year or second year, where we'll invite two faculty from the physics department up on stage, and we'll show them pairs of students, and we'll ask them, which one's the first year? Which one's the second year? Sounds simple, right? So our two contestants tonight are Professor Young-Ki Kim and Professor Savdeep Sethi. Come up at this time. Okay. Woo! All right. And the students who are in the show, please come up too. Don't dilly-dally for my sake, please. All right. So this might be, so you might wonder, first year, second year. Sounds a little too simple, right? Well, yeah, under normal circumstances, but the past 2 years have been anything but normal. I think we can all relate to skipping Zoom classes. And even if we didn't skip, we wake up 5 minutes before Zoom classes and turn our cameras off because we were still in bed. And even when we did still go to classes, or we would still sometimes skip, or we'd have our masks on. So let's see who was actually paying attention during the last 2 years. All right, you guys ready? All right, great. So the way this is going to work, we're going to invite two students on stage. One's going to hold up the letter A, one's going to hold up the letter B, and we'll ask you to tell us, we'll ask you to hold up the letter corresponding to the first year student. Sound good? Sound simple?
Say again.
Okay, you have two letters in
B.
A or B. The students will hold up
B. Why not 1 and 2?
I don't have a PhD yet. I'll get there. I'll get there. Go easy on me. Come on. All right. Sound good? Well, also, Professor Sethi, I heard you were teaching our first year class this year?
Oh. That's true.
You were?
That is true.
Okay.
I have an excuse. I'm not teaching first year graduate students or second year.
Well, don't hate me, okay? If this doesn't go your way, my bad. All right. So let's have our first pair of students come up. Woo! So we also recognize this might be a little hard, right? So let me ask them some questions to hopefully clarify your decision. So, coffee and MCP, buy or steal?
I don't drink coffee, I sleep regular hours.
Must be nice.
I don't work in MCP, so I don't know.
Okay, fair answer. So, which one do you think is the first year? Which one do you think is the second year?
So we have to collaborate.
No, you're competing against each other.
Yeah, it's
But
a competition.
in science, physics, we have to collaborate, right?
I wish that this is how the show worked.
Okay, I can collaborate with the audience, right?
Who says A?
This isn't Do You Want to Be a Millionaire? This is first year or second year.
Okay. So what is the question?
Okay, which one is the first year student? A and B. Okay.
One of us is right.
So Professor Sethi thinks he's the first year. Professor Kim thinks she's the first year. All right, will the first year actually step forward?
Uh-oh.
Woo!
Yeah.
1-0 in favor of Professor Kim. Okay.
Oh, you were?
Well, no. Everybody was wearing masks, so he cannot tell if you don't.
No, you don't get to explain yourselves. No.
I'm not explaining myself. I'm explaining for SAR.
You're competing against it. All right, let's have our next pair of students. Okay. Merry Christmas, by the way. Did you take down your Christmas tree yet? It's still up. Oh my God. Okay. Well, moving on. So, we recognize this one's still a little hard. Let me ask them another clarifying question to help. So, do you think the department should allow alcohol at social events?
No one ever told us this was an option, but yes.
I like that.
Oh, a little bit more? Yeah.
Yeah? Great answers. So what do you think? Which one's the first year? Which one's the second year?
This one was easy.
I think they clocked you. So yeah, wit is the first year, all right?
I'm just going to show always a B.
All right, so 2-1 in favor of Professor Kim. Let's have our next pair of students come up. Okay. I'll give you a little bit to think about it. But you know what, actually, let me ask them one question, if you don't mind.
Yeah.
If you don't mind. All right. So what do you think about the physics stipend?
I think it's okay. Just Princeton gets paid $42K a year, which means we're losing to New Jersey right now. So
What can I say?
I'm from New Jersey. It's as bad as she says. What do you think?
Yeah, I think the free lift rides are really shooting up my savings.
I'm glad to hear that. I'm glad to hear that, genuinely. All right, so which one do you think is the first year? Which one's the first year? A, okay.
I'm now torn because I said I'm going to stick to B, but then I trust the staff.
You shouldn't trust me.
Okay, both A, so you both think she's the first year. Okay, will the first year step forward? All right, the first year's Rachel. All right, good job, good job.
Yeah, that's right.
So,
that's what I thought.
wait, so it's 3, yeah, so I think it's anybody's game. I don't know, I forgot the tally already. Maybe it's not, maybe it's not. You got it? Okay, great. So, our next pair of students, all right? So this one might be a little tough, so. Let me ask you one question. When you have a group meeting, how long do you take to prepare?
Time. Some amount of time.
Some amount of time?
The correct amount of time.
Okay. Vague, but okay. Understandable.
I never prepare for group meetings. Well, if it's online, then if it's in the early morning with a video, then yeah, I need to prepare.
Okay.
Maybe at least 1 hour.
1 hour?
Yeah, you need to go to a shower, you need to...
Wow, very...
Because you cannot work in your pajama. I mean, with some colleagues, yes, it's okay, but not with all.
Okay, fair. So I'll ask you, which one do you think is the first year? Which one's the first year?
What do you think?
Okay.
C?
It's cheating. Don't you make us abide by the UChicago academic honor code?
Okay.
This is a violation. This is a violation.
Oh,
I'm sorry.
Okay, now I'm going to be different from Sav, so B.
All right.
Just to be different.
Different, but still wrong. I'm sorry. This is a first-year postdoc and a first-year grad student. All I have to say, weren't you on the hiring committee or something? All right.
No, I'm not.
All right, give me a drum roll. The winner is Professor Young-Ki Kim.
High five.
All right. But in the spirit of egalitarianism, we're both giving you $5 to the next student happy hour so you can get to know some faces. All right. Let's give a round to all the students who participated and, of course, our lovely contestants.
Are you sick of endless group meetings? Experiments dragging you down? Equations failing to make sense? You should try blaming a conspiracy. Blaming conspiracies is the one excuse you need to get out of work, research, and all of your adult responsibilities. Why exactly did your instrument fail and your data get corrupted? Maybe because an evil, omniscient, extra-governmental organization pooled together their infinite resources to specifically prevent you, yes you, from getting anything to work. Just like blaming COVID for not getting any work done, but spicier. Conspiracies. Try one today.
Hello and welcome everyone to another week of Physics 300.
These past few weeks, we've been talking about the importance of using different pedagogical strategies to better assist your students as a TA.
While Zosha and I could teach you how to do that, we recognize that we are not the most hip in the know people anymore. Well, at least I'm not.
That's why we found an instructional video that will teach you how to relate to students who were born in the current century. Let's watch.
Hey, how's the lab going?
Well, My oscilloscope looks really weird.
Well, it looks like you have to play with the triggering knob to get the signal to show up.
Oh, wow, thanks, it works.
No problem. Hey, bestie, what's poppin'?
Well, my oscilloscope looks really weird.
For real? This triggering knob high-key has to catch these hands.
Oh wow, it works. Thanks.
Bet. Hey.
Hey, so you marked this problem as wrong on my homework, but I think I got it right.
Well, it looks like you're forgetting a crucial part of the problem.
What am I missing exactly?
It looks like you forgot the capacitance of the capacitor. Give the problem another try. Okay, good job. Hey, bestie, what's poppin'?
You marked this problem wrong on my homework, but I think I got it right.
Dead ass? You took a major L on this problem.
Where did I go wrong exactly?
You forgot the cap here. No cap. Try again, my guy. Sheesh! Now this hits different. Oh, hey, how can I help?
I have a question on this homework problem.
Have you read the textbook?
Halliday and Resnick, right?
Yeah, read the section on conservation of angular momentum. It should help.
Thanks.
No problem. Oh, hey bestie, what's poppin'?
I have a question on this homework problem.
Have you peeked the textbook, Lumpy?
Halliday and Resnick? That's for Chugis.
That's mood low-key.
What? Okay, Boomer. I'll just go ask my day ones in class.
Aight fam, I need to catch me some drip. Şükür şükür, peace.
And it's a moment you've all been waiting for. More useless awards to pin onto your too long CVs. Our first award is sort of like beating a dead horse, or might you say beating a dead spherical cow. But we went back to that well and once again did the Davis Dave. This time, we did ask you, the audience, to give us your thoughts about this matter. And first of all, some of y'all just didn't understand the problem. No matter how many Dave-like qualities she has, Wendy Dong is not a Dave. Some of you were a little bit overeager, might I say. This is a real response we got. We are the Dave. We will add your biological and technological distinctiveness to our own. Resistance is futile. Actually, I'm pretty sure resistance is equal to voltage divided by current, so check yourself, please. And without further delay, our Davis Dave goes to, drum roll please, Dave Schuster. Oh, wait, hold on. I'm hearing something right now. It looks like Dave Schuster is no longer qualified to receive this because he's betrayed our department and going to Stanford. And so, no longer, our runner-up Dave goes to Dave Schmitz. we have for you a $10 Dunkin' Donuts gift card, because that's what Daves really want. For our next award, we have a short clip to show before we present it. Please enjoy. It certainly does look like some people just can't escape the warm embrace of grad school. And so our award for the most seasoned grad student at 15th year grad student goes to Professor Clay Cordova. Please stand up, please stand up. And for you, we have our Spherical Cow Award contains a package of snacks for you to be writing, or to be helping you write your dissertation. And it looks like this is all you Chicago physics can do to help you write your dissertation. And finally, we know that quarantine has been a tough time, and it's been hard to get back to people and respond to emails and text messages. But through it all, one person has been so reliable and able to help us respond to every single message we throw at her. And so for the fastest thumbs in the Midwest, this Spherical Cow Award goes to our very own Putri Kusumo. Putri, if you can stand up, Putri. For you, our Spherical Cow Award is a bottle of hand lotion to keep those thumbs going as fast as they can. All right, that's it for this half of Spherical Cow Awards. Stay tuned.
Who is that? Professor. It's Marcella Carrera.
Yes, if there was 50 gallons of liquid nitrogen and a word of hydrofluoric acid, that was insane. Oh, wow.
Wake up. Oh, this scope has never quit on me. I can't believe it's dead.
That does seem fishy, but I know exactly who to call. This sounds like a job for
the GCIS investigators.
Oh, you're busy? Funding deadline? Or is it program review? Uh-huh. Okay. No worries. We can find some grunts. Oh, you already have some grunts? We'll send them in.
Hey, we heard you needed some grunts.
Yeah! 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 All right, here's what we know so far. Over the last month, a bunch of weird happenings have been going on here in GCIS. There's been reports of mice, power outages, water failures, and instruments spontaneously breaking down. Physics students are reporting low morale, not only because they can't see the sun all day, but this building is trying to kill them. So far, we only have one primary lead.
Dave DeMille. No one knows what his lab is doing right now, and they've been bringing in a lot of outside contractors, so seems pretty sus. Let's get to work.
Yeah.
Such a mess in here. How do you get any research done?
Well, that's the secret. We don't.
All right, son. Can you tell us what's been going on?
Well, there was a power outage in the building, and that made our laser shut down. And now we have to wait another whole month for things to thermalize. Yeah, we have to start all over. What's more, materials are missing, and people are getting hurt by elevators. It's all just such a mess.
That's horrific. Who would do such an awful thing? Tampering with data?
Yeah, I've been telling everyone about everything that's wrong about GCIS, but nobody's listening to me. Well, everyone except chemistry professor, who has been really helpful.
Oh look, it's a message from my PI. He's asking if we're any closer to figuring something out and getting him more data. And oh, he's sent an angry email to Bentley.
Okay.
But that's it. Looks like he's out of ideas.
Oh no, more crime! We gotta go! All right, so his resistance is down to 1,000 ohms. But I don't know what that means from like a dead or alive standpoint. The last time I took biology, Obama was president.
Yeah, and my standard debugging techniques aren't working either. I tried hitting him, I tried power cycling him, but nothing's working. I think we gotta call in the experts. My roommate's a chem student, maybe he can help out.
A few moments later.
I actually know this poison. Chemistry professor requested 5 liters of it. We were all confused at the time, but now we know why.
Well, you'll be pleased to know that we found the person causing all those disturbances in GCIS.
Oh, wonderful.
Yeah.
So glad to hear.
Right, so remember that student who's having the problems with his oscilloscope?
Oh, it was him?
Yeah, so it turned out he was having some issues with his research, and so he caused this problems in GCIS just as a way to place the blame elsewhere, kind of a scapegoat situation.
But you know what confuses me? That student was murdered.
Murdered?
Murdered.
Our chemist friend found a very specific poison that killed him. A poison that only your lab has access to.
Me? Yeah, and you're the only one who would have anything to gain by seeding chaos in GCIS. You want this building to yourselves.
You were the one who accused the DeMille lab. You caused a power outage to cover up your nefarious schemes. It was you all along.
No way. It couldn't have been me. I would never use chemicals for evil. I mean, unless I had to, or in pursuit of justice. It's no fair. You guys have such cool professors, such an amazing department here, and 5 buildings just for physics? How is that even fair or necessary? Why can't we just have this one? Just one.
Take him to jail. Oh, do we have a jail in GCIS?
No, we don't have a jail.
Okay. Take him to Northwestern.
Yeah, let's go to Northwestern.
No, anything but Northwestern.
Yeah! Okay.
All right. Hi, everybody. We're back. Thank you so much for sticking around for the second half. We have a lot of great content planned, including some unsolicited financial advice, some natural disasters, and more of those crazy cows.
But before we get to the fun stuff, here's some additional information. First, if you want to get your drink on, please go ahead and do so. Our bartenders are eager to serve you as long as it's before 8:30. Remember, please do tip your bartenders.
And with that, please enjoy the second half of the show.
Who's that? Professor. It's Sid Nagel.
Yo, what up? It's your boy, Capital Invader 0106. Welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, make sure to subscribe and smash that bell icon so you can get notifications for future videos. We do everything on this channel from game reviews, game news, walkthroughs, mods, just hanging out and playing some games together. So you guys know, we normally play FPSs around here, but I thought this week we'd change it up a bit. So I got this buddy of mine, a real smart guy actually. He's doing a PhD at University of Chicago in physics. Anyway, I was hanging out with this guy the other day and I was wondering, you know, what do you do for fun when you're not thinking about stars and stuff all the time or whatever he does? Turns out he likes to play the game Sims, so that's what we're gonna do today. So we got Sims 4 here loading up on the screen. So I hear it usually takes a lot of time in the beginning with Sims to get the world built up. So I thought to save time, I was gonna just play on my friend's account. So I think he's already got some characters loaded up here. All right, so we got some guy here named David Kudasov. I don't know. This kind of seems like the type of guy who wouldn't give you a straight answer. Okay, so there's some other character here. Looks like her name is Young Ki Kim. Man, I'm not feeling this. Kind of seems like the type of person who has like way too much responsibility on their hands. No thanks. Okay, so this next character's just name is Dave, and it kind of just looks like an ordinary guy. Yeah, no thanks, I'll pass. Catherine Levin? Oh, that must be the character with the annoying kid that my friend told me about. Yeah, I think I'll pass. Okay, so now we have someone named Jon Simon. Huh. 2 first names. You know, what the hell? What could go wrong? Let's go with that guy. Huh. Looks like we're inside some classroom. I wonder if this guy's like a professor or something. You know, it looks like there's some like blackboard or computer over there. I wonder if we could get him to go teach. Let's give it a try.
This problem has a divergence of the energy of the atom due to the coupling to the continuum. Okay? I don't care.
Well, that made no sense to me, but it's probably something my friend knows a lot about. Anyway, what else can we do? You know what, actually, John's kind of looking like he's sick.
Need to sneeze? Bless me. Whew.
At least he blessed himself at the end, so I guess he's all fine. He looks all better now, though. Man, this lecture stuff's kind of boring. I wonder if we could do something else fun. Actually, I wonder if we could fly a drone in this classroom. That'd be cool. Nice. Alright, let's see what else this guy's into. We can go look at his computer over there. Okay, so looks like his desktop has 2 folders. One of them is just titled Star Wars, which, you know, I can respect that. I'm a bit of a lightsaber fan myself. But the other one here says David Schuster Hart. David Schuster? That's like no celebrity I know. Alright, let's go look on his Google and see who that is. Okay, open up Google now. Oh, you know what? Wow, okay, that is an interesting search history. So it looks like that Dave Schuster guy's there. I guess it's probably some friend of his or some professor or something. But look at that, we got Tinder on here as well. Okay, I mean, I can respect the hustle. Alright, so I ended up getting a little bored of the classroom, so we're in John's house now. Honestly, there's not much here. This guy kind of seems to live with not too many items. But check it out over here. It looks like we got a cat. Huh. So it looks like this cat's name's Emmy. Oh, you know what? Kind of looks like John's picking up Emmy right now. What's up with that? Let's take a look.
Anybody else is taking the scenery? Maybe see Emmy the cat? All right, I'll bring you Emmy the cat. I hope everybody has a lovely week. I will talk to you on Wednesday.
Oh man,
This guy is so weird. wait a minute. I think he's getting Emmy again, except with a costume now.
Emmy wanted to show you her favorite costume. How you doing in there, Em? Pull your head out a little bit more. There we go.
Okay then. Oh, look who it is. Hey man, how's it going? Yeah, not too much. I'm actually playing that Sims game you lended me. Oh, what's the big news that you have? What? You guys are moving to Stanford? Why? Better weather? Wait, hold on. I need to end this video. Sorry. Yeah, guys, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. This is Capital Invader 0106. Peace out.
Thank you.
Has this ever happened to you?
And so, IEEE now adopts as a new standard the ground circuit for all of our household appliances. We know that our strict standards has led to a record low number of electrocutions, and we are continuing to power the world. Thank you. Thank you very much. We have time for just maybe one question today. Oh, sure, you in the front again.
Yeah, so is this high school? You're talking about things like current voltage? Come on, we're all grown-ups here. We can think about things in terms of generalized four-vector potentials, right?
Well, even professional electrical engineers.
I'll tell you, professional engineers do not waste their time, and professional physicists definitely do not waste their time. All these safety standards, they're just getting in the way of research productivity. You want some good advice? Here's what you should do. Cut the ground pin off of all your power cords.
Well,
I've gotten every grad student in my lab to cut the power pins, and all our ground loops have disappeared.
I mean, that just seems so dangerous.
No, it's giving us good data. And the data has been good. Sure, the equipment's been running a little hot, but hey, the data's never looked better.
Don't be an asshole. Don't physics-explain.
Who's that? Professor.
It's
Savdeep Sethi.
Within the academic ecosystem, one species stands out for their sheer number, ability to make simple yet catastrophic mistakes, and general foolishness. The simple graduate student, Latin name, Physicalum Simplicitus. Here, we see a frightened grad student in the midst of their most important ritual, the debugging of oscilloscope signals. This ritual has been passed down generation to generation, and its origins and motivations are long lost. Yet, the percussive maintenance of the decades-old equipment appears to produce higher quality data, which could attract plentiful funding. Thus, the frightened grad student continues in their march into insanity. Unfortunately for this wretched soul, his irregular hours have left him in an unstable equilibrium with a lack of free food. He must survive on the meager crumbs of the last lab snacks box. Dejected, this grad student must slink back home, hungry for the night. Graduate students have an additional organ capable of detecting a boxed lunch up to floors away. Once a suitable lunch is found, he signals to notify the cohort. Hopefully, his colleagues will return the favor for the next time they stumble upon such a feast. The hunt for free food is a success, but first the grad student needs to brave the colloquium. If he is not careful, he could fall asleep, not only attracting the ire of their professors, but also missing out on the free pizza provided after the talk. Even though Simplicitus is weary from a long night of experiments, he needs to maintain the illusion of fascination. Notice how he maintains eye contact with the professor, even while procuring food. While they are eager to share, they also don't want the source of their food to be too crowded, and thus will not disturb any grad students who are unfortunate enough to fall asleep. Today, the majestic feeding cycle has been broken. As the colloquium moves online, it becomes harder and harder for students to stay awake. And even if they stay awake, they will find that the food has now vanished. As graduate students begin to drop in productivity and happiness, although professors only care about one, from hunger, only the re-establishment of numerous free food events on campus can fix it. Without it, the graduate students limps back to their cell in the basement, unable to summon the energy to focus. You can do your part to help. Feed a hungry graduate student. Donate leftover food. Hold more in-person colloquiums. Sponsor more free food events. Together, we can make a difference.
I'm so excited we are organizing Forget the Year.
I'm excited about organizing the hats for this Forget the Year. We could have a large assortment of hats like last time. Baseball caps, berets, maybe some top hats.
I do like top hats. Maybe we should do a top hat design contest like they did last year. That was a lot of fun.
Let's tell the department. Hi, we were planning about the Forget the Year hats, and we were wondering if we could have some top hats this year. We were thinking of having a top hat design contest where people could send us recipes.
I'm so glad you guys are thinking about planning Forget the Year so early. Just one thing. The department has decided no top hats this year, but I'm really excited to see what new things you come up with.
Wait. No top hats? What's the deal with that?
Oh, top hats have been done before. We want you guys to focus on other things.
Really? I feel like top hats are kind of a staple at Forget the Year.
Well, I can't really say, but the department does have a no top hat policy.
Since when? I mean, are you worried about people taking too many top hats? I mean, I agree that could be a problem, like, you know, like...
Well, a possible solution could be stamping people's hands so that they only take one.
You know, that's not such a bad idea. Tell you what, how about you come up with your best top hat plan? I'll show it to the department and we can see what they say.
That's reasonable. We'll come up with something and get back to you.
Good luck.
Oh. We could have an old-fashioned top hat and call it super symmetry. Get it? Because it's old-fashioned.
Sure. Seems fun.
Let's go tell the department.
Thank you guys for putting together such a detailed plan. We really appreciate how professional you're being. Unfortunately, the department has decided to reject your proposal. We are enforcing a pre-existing no top hat policy, but we'll be sure to tell your cohort that you did your best.
Wait a second. How is this a pre-existing policy if there's been top hats at every previous Forget the Year since the beginning of time?
And you are telling only our cohort? How will any upper years know there isn't going to be any top hats? They will be expecting it.
Well, this policy has long been in place. The upper years know what's coming. If there are any complaints, you can just send them to the department.
If you don't communicate the policy to them, how will they know to complain?
And coming back to the matter at hand, why is this policy in place? If we knew the real issue, there might be a better solution than outright banning top hats.
Well, you guys have a lot of planning to do. I think you should focus on other things.
I just want to know what the problem is.
I don't know. I really thought it was people taking too many top hats.
Maybe they just don't Like the smell of top hats?
I don't care. I just want to get a straight answer. Hi. We are ready to move forward with the Forget the Year planning. We just had a tiny question. Could you please tell us why you are banning top hats?
We're so glad that you want to move forward. We want to move forward too. Let's talk about gifts.
Oh man, forget this. We are not going to get an explanation. Let's move on and go drink some cocktails.
Who's that? Professor. It's Abigail Viering.
Yes, I finally figured it out.
Oh, what did you figure out?
How much money I make after taxes.
Ah, wait, but aren't you an international student?
So I used the harmonic oscillator to model the cryptocurrency market.
Nice. Wait, don't you have to pay taxes on that too?
IRS, freeze!
Chani and Sanskriti are two first-year graduate students on a journey to find the right research group for them. One of the most important parts of this decision is their grad student office space. Working with a budget of $0 and hours of unpaid labor, they've seen the possibilities that the department has to offer. Now, it's time to choose.
I'm exhausted. Time is running out, and we need to find a research advisor soon. We have to think about things like research topics, group culture. How are we going to figure this out?
That's too complicated. I think I'm going to solely focus on where I'm going to be working. I mean, it's where I spend 90% of my waking hours and probably like 80% of my sleeping ones too. Clearly, this is the only factor I need to take into account when optimizing.
You know, if you pick a good office, you don't have to worry about having an apartment at all because you'll be spending all your time in the office. Let's look at our options. We have KPTC, GCIS, and there's a ERC.
Mm-hmm. You know about the ERC? It's so bougie in there. It still has that new office smell. And oh my gosh, the windows are so shiny. You can just sit back, relax, and watch the birds slam right into them. Oh, And there's that espresso machine on the 5th floor. The only thing that makes those long nights analyzing data just a bit more bearable.
Sure, but you know the worst part about the ERC? You have to share building space with people who don't do physics.
Oof. Well, that's not even the worst part. I've heard that the Wi-Fi doesn't get inside the elevator. So picture this. You're running maybe 20 minutes late for a group meeting. You still have your presentation on your laptop. You go inside, the doors close, and boom, your terminal is dead. Hours of your work, culminating in minutes of results, just poof, gone into the wind.
The only thing that dies in the ERC is your terminal. I fear for my life getting into the GCIS elevators. They are out to murder me.
That's true. I've heard of so many weird happenings in GCIS. I mean, I guess the labs and the PIs there are super cool, but it's literally super cool down there. It's like an igloo. When I step to the sub-basement, it's like time itself freezes. Oh, thank you.
That's how the PIs make their students work 24/7 in the GCIS. Even though it's super cold, and even though the building is trying to kill you, I guess GCIS isn't that bad. At least the atrium is pretty.
And the location's pretty good too. With all that interdepartmental, you can mooch off of free food from other people's colloquiums.
Talking about location and free food, have you seen how far MCP is from the food trucks?
That's true, but those corner offices, those floor-to-ceiling windows, blackboards as black as the blackest dark sky, the couches, the kitchens. Oh, I think I'm in love.
Johnny will take some time to cool down. But in a recent survey, 64% of the respondents replied that they do think the MCP student offices are the best on campus. But you know what I'm thinking? On the 3rd floor?
3rd floor. Oh, the ping pong tables. That's right. You can go into the office, need some physical activity to get your brain working, and just play ping pong all day long. No research needs to be done.
I think that seals the deal for me. Even if I have to sell my soul and become a theorist. I might just work in the MCP.
I think we just got a new email about updated COVID protocols.
Can we meet in person now, finally?
Actually, it sounds like the C variant is super scary. Everything non-remote is going back to, everything non-essential is going back remote. It looks like we can't get an office at all.
Screw this shit! I don't care about this. I am going to spend my next stimulus check decking out a work from home system. A standing desk, an LED screen, and an advisor who's going to pay for it. Why are you packing? Why are you packing?
It looks like the advisor that I want to work with is moving to Stanford. So it looks like none of this applies to me. Farewell forever.
Who's that? Professor.
It's
Margaret Gardell.
Hi, this is Bob from Student Wellness. How can I help you?
Hi, this is Sanskriti. I've been having trouble falling asleep lately. Do you have any recommendations that can help me?
Sure, we can give you a $5 Headspace subscription for free. The app offers sleepcasts that can help you fall asleep faster. Could you please provide me your UChicago student ID?
Oh, nice. My student ID is 90324251.
All right, let me check some details. Uh-oh, it seems that you haven't paid the student services fee. Are you willing to pay it?
Yeah, but you see, I'm not in Chicago right now, and the campus is still technically closed, so do I still need to pay it?
Yeah, I mean, it's only $2,000 a year.
Okay, give me a second. Yeah, I'll pay the student service fees.
Great. I have added your Headspace subscription to the system.
Okay, thank you. What other benefits do I get by paying the student service fees?
You get a professional overleaf account, which is basically the same as a free one.
Okay, thanks. Let's use the sleeping tab. QM by Lian Tao. Let's try that one.
Okay, it doesn't know that yes, it doesn't want to go to 0, but that's a part of the diagram you cannot look at. Okay, another thing is that this jet, the kinematics of these two jets.
Oh shoot, I'm late for class.
That you know the background, the shape perfectly well. Because any attempt to fit that background will just get rid of.
All right. Hello, everybody. I'm George, and welcome to the second of tonight's game shows. Woo! Tonight's game show is, are you smarter than a first year? So we'll be inviting professors and grad students up on stage to see, well, I think it's pretty self-explanatory, to see if they're smarter than a first year, or maybe they have to go back and retake some of those first year core candidacy classes. So our 4 contestants are, and as I say the names, come up to the stage. We have Meg Panetta, a 4th year grad student. We have Carlos Wagner, faculty member. We have Amanda Farah, 4th year grad student. All right, you guys can sit down. And we have Colin Scheibner, a 5th year grad student. Don't worry, guys. I won't be testing you on any Gen Z lingo tonight. All right. So you guys ready? All right. So the way this is going to work, you have 4 buzzers. Well, each of you has a buzzer in front of you. I'm going to read the question out loud. Once I'm done saying the question, anybody can buzz in, and I'll prompt you for the answer. If you get it wrong, and it's anybody's game at that point, anybody can buzz in. All right. Of course. Okay. Let's forget the year. Don't steal my thunder. Okay. So the first section, general knowledge, okay? All right, so first question. What room is tea time located in? Okay, I think it was you.
206.
206? Yeah, this is a man who loves his tea right here. Oh. Colin's my TA for soft condensed matter physics, so I had to give it to him. All right, so respond to this real email from a disgruntled undergraduate. Do you give them points back? Quick question. I noticed that you took off a couple of points for me having a 2 in my final answer for the first quantitative problem. I think you misread the solution. That is a Z, the letter, not a 2. Does that change my score on that problem? Thanks. Damn, you guys are so quick. Okay, I think it was you.
No.
Wrong, sorry. Anybody else? Yeah?
Yes.
You think so? Actually, there's no right answer here because look, if you say yes, you're a pushover. If you say no, you're a complete hard ass. This is a lose-lose situation, everybody. All right, next question. Which building does not provide free coffee?
GCIS.
GCIS? Yeah. Listen. Please, for the love of God, somebody change this. All right. What is the approximate take-home stipend after taxes for a first year for the 2020 to 2021 fiscal year?
29K.
29K? You see, this is a person who sits down and does their taxes by hand. None of that TurboTax crap. All right. You're a new grad student interested in pursuing theory. Do you take physics 335 or 334? All right.
It doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter? You're absolutely, completely right. These classes are pedagogically designed to be a complete and utter waste of your time. Good job, everybody. We'll be moving to part 2, core courses. So some of these might be open-ended, so just be wary. All right, so first question from quantum mechanics. What is the most useful concept in scattering theory? There's got to be one useful concept. You'll go? Okay.
I was never taught it because Sabir Sachdev said, you'll learn this when you're old, and skipped it.
Did you learn it? No. Wow, okay. Well, that doesn't answer what's the most useful concept. So anybody else want to answer?
Cross section.
I guess that's useful, but it's not the most useful. Actually, look, guys, none of this is useful at all. Sorry to any of the particle physicists in the audience. All right, E&M. What's more fundamental, a potential or a field? Wait, did someone buzz in? You buzzed in?
A field.
Professor Wald, if you're in the audience, turn away right now. You don't have to see this. You are not meant to see this. Does somebody want to give me the correct answer? Come on, you gotta push the button, come on. Okay.
The potential.
That's absolutely right. So you took E&M with Professor Wald? With Professor Wald? Yeah, I could tell. All right, this one's a long one. Classical mechanics. What is the correct term for the point at which an orbiting object is closest to the center of mass of the body it's orbiting? Who is that? Is that you?
It's D, but also C.
You gotta make my life easy. Okay, periapsis, that is correct, but also this isn't relevant at all. Damn. If you know this, go on Jeopardy, not this show. All right, this is our last question. Anybody's game? Maybe, I'm not tallying the scores. All right, which thermodynamic potential does the condition of constant pressure correspond to? You were my TA for statistical mechanics. You should know this.
I think the issue is that it's more than one, isn't it?
I'm asking the questions here. Somebody give me a straight answer. Someone? Come on, anybody? Come on, come on.
Enthalpy?
That is right, it's enthalpy. Thank God, we had to redeem you, Chicago physics, tonight. Thank you. All right, so those were all the questions. All right, All right, let's tally the scores. And drum roll. The winner is Amanda. Woo! And your prize is a free mocktail. So just go back to the bar over there and let them know. All right, let's give a round of applause to our contestants. Thank you, thank you.
A little bit on the back.
Okay, great. Hello, professors. Hello, audience. I'm a consultant from McKinsey & Company, and I'm going to tell you how you can bring the UChicago Physics Department back to dominance. So, the new US News and World Report rankings have come out, and UChicago is in a tie for 7th place. That's right, not even top 3. Let's think of a time when UChicago Physics was maybe better ranked. Say 1946. In 1946, UChicago Physics was #1, unrivaled. We at McKinsey thought you could look back at your past as a department, see what you could bring from those successes into the present to ensure a brighter future. So, what was happening in the 40s? So, these people were working on this, the first self-sustaining nuclear chain reaction. The Manhattan Project, as it was known, rocketed UChicago Physics to prominence. What do we have in the department today? These people. And what are they doing? Who the hell knows? So it's clearly not working. We at McKinsey propose that UChicago gets back to doing what you do best, creating weapons of mass destruction. It's of course lucrative to build weapons. Thank you. It's lucrative to build weapons. Many have done it to great effect. But we don't want to just build regular weapons and make regular billions of dollars. We would like to create a situation for UChicago Physics to really shine. That's why we propose starting a third world war. So we'll start a third world war, create destructive weapons, bring glory to the UChicago Physics Department and a #1 ranking, and maybe make a little profit besides. So, what do you say? Do you have any questions? Would you like to move forward?
Are you out of your mind?
We are definitely not doing that. That's bullshit.
Okay. Well, anyway, thanks so much for hiring McKinsey. We appreciate the millions of dollars. And, you know, I had a good time working on this. It was even more fun than the opiate crisis. So, thanks so much.
I cannot work on this piece set for another minute. Maybe if I go on TikTok, I'll get a bit of a break and get a new idea.
Hi, my name is Vincenzo, and today we're gonna make my magic brownies. Preheat your oven to 350 degrees. Melt half a cup of butter. Pour your melted butter in a bowl. Add 1 cup of white sugar. Add 2 eggs. Massage your batter a little bit. Add 1/3 of a cup of cocoa powder. Add 1/2 of a cup of flour. Add 1/4 of a teaspoon of baking powder. Massage your batter again. Add 2 tablespoons of a generalized theory for non-equilibrium hydrodynamics. A dash of quantum machine learning. Add a pinch of non-reciprocal phase transitions. And 1/4 teaspoon of salt. Pour your batter in a greased pan. Put your pan in the oven. Set a timer for 25 minutes. In the meantime, think of more fields to incorporate into your research. Okay. Now you have Vincenzo's magic brownies.
Now here you go again, you say you want your freedom. Well, who am I?
Morty! Rick? Where are you? On my workbench, Morty. Are you invisible and you're gonna like fart on me? Flip the
Not.
over. What? I'm gonna touch it and you're gonna tell me it's an alien dick or something. Come on, flip the
Not.
Morty. You're not gonna regret it. The payoff is huge. I turned myself into a
Not.
Morty! Boom! I'm
Not.
Rick!
The audience right now.
Running, I'm running, I'm running. Running, I'm running, I'm running. Running, I'm running.
Bonjour et tabarnak. Welcome back to more cooking lessons with Guy Saval. Remember, only the Montréal Mafia can call me Guy. Today, we are going to be making tire sur la neige, or as you Americans call it, maple syrup on snow. You want a popsicle stick, some snow, ice. I have ice in my case because we don't get enough snow in Chicago. And then take some warm maple syrup. With the syrup, pour it on the ice. Well, shit, my ice just melted. On the right side, warm maple syrup is still pretty tasty. Oh, très chaud!
Zosha, I need advice on switching research groups. Oh, so you're not sure what day it is? No, that's being out of the loop. I need advice on switching research groups. Oh, have you tried giving them more water? No, that's my plant suffering from droop. I need advice on switching research groups. Oh, so you're trying to estimate the size of the lamp shift? No, that's calculating QED corrections to one loop. I need advice on switching research groups. Oh, so you want my recipe for art sopa? No, that's Swedish pea soup. I need advice on switching research groups. Oh, chicken, 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 chicken. No, that's too many eggs in the coop. You know what? Never mind. I guess my professor isn't that bad after all.
Has this ever happened to you?
And in conclusion, we have made great strides in understanding the origins of asshole syndrome, commonly known as mansplaining. The usual causes of this is a self-inflated ego, a desire to hear oneself talk, and an utter lack of respect for the listener. Sadly, this disease seems to be spreading, especially among what is commonly referred to as the hard sciences. More research is needed to prevent this from blowing up into epidemic proportions. Thank you. No time for questions.
No, sorry.
Oh,
I really need to say something here. Firstly, are you even a real scientist? What is this, neuroscience, psychology? Everyone knows. That's just applied biology, which is just applied chemistry, which is the applied form of the one true science, which is physics. Okay? And also, your data is all really wacky. Why are you assuming so many people have so many different moods? Every professor I know, they have one of two moods, okay? They're either happy because research is productive, or they're sad because they have to spend time with family.
Well, that just doesn't reflect reality.
I mean, I'll tell you what also reflects reality: basic statistics that you're clearly missing, okay? Has anyone told you about, I don't know, taking more data, getting better statistics? Just talk with more people and you'll be able to get more concrete results. I mean, and another thing.
Hey, just shut up, man. Me and everyone in the audience is tired of your shit. In conclusion, everyone, don't be an asshole. Don't physics explain.
everybody. It's time for the second round of the Spherical Cow Awards. I'd like to ask the audience a question. Who wore it better? Me or Chunny? Okay, if it's me, clap. Yeah. Okay, nice. Okay, now clap if you think Chunny wore it better. Okay. I don't know why I asked, that kind of hurt. Okay, so we've got a few more awards to hand out. So let's get right to it. Our first award is Most Chaotic Desktop. This is someone's actual desktop who we saw during a Zoom class. So anyway, thanks for giving us a peek into your chaotic little crazy mind. And yeah, so this award goes to Vincenzo Vitelli. Congratulations, Vincenzo. So as your prize, you will be receiving a flash drive with a copy of Tidying Up by Marie Kondo. If you'd like to get it now, that's fine. You can also get it afterwards. We'll hand them out. Okay, so our next award is for longest footnote. This is a footnote that was recently published in a book that you could buy at the store. I think it's even listed for sale on Target.com. And if you do get the book, you will find a footnote, quite a long footnote, in fact. So long that I have not read it, and I don't know that anyone has or ever will. The award for longest footnote goes to Robert M. Wald. Awesome. So,
Keep Bob Wald's name out your fucking mouth!
Wow.
Keep Bob Wald's name out your fucking mouth!
Wow. Oh my God, so Mohit just smacked the shit out of me. But we continue. So the next award for Spherical Cow goes to someone who posted the most exams late. Let's take a look at the real consequences this had. Yes, so this wasn't a one-off. It happened thrice. So the award for most exams posted late goes to Lian Tao Wang. Okay. And Lian Tao's award is going to be a watch so that he can try to do better next time. All right, that's it for Spherical Cow. Thanks so much.
Emergency meeting today. We have Dr. Zhang, who is a professor of immunology, Dr. Tan, who is the head of CDC disease containment, and Mohit, a graduate student from the University of Chicago who insisted on being here. He also happens to be sitting in the president's seat.
Oh shit. No worries, son.
So, sir, we've seen a startling uptick of this new COVID variant in these past 2 weeks. It appears to make people believe in modified Newtonian dynamics and is about 3 times more contagious.
Wait, sorry, do you mean 3 times or pi times more contagious?
Anyway, sir, I think it's about time we put an alert out to the WHO. This could become the next concerning variant, the Xi variant.
I'm sorry, the what now?
The Xi variant.
Ski? No, sir. I think she means Kai.
No, I mean Xi.
Yeah, Kai, like in the chi-square test.
No, that's Kai. I mean Xi.
So it starts with C, like C, señorita, can I have a margarita?
Sir. You need at least 60% Hispanic vote.
Right.
You can't be saying
Sorry.
things like that.
So it's Sky?
It's Xi.
Tell you what, why don't you put it up on the screen and we can all take a look and maybe that'll clear it up.
That looks like a capital letter E.
No, that's got to be an incomplete theta.
Theta, I know that one. Like, because I was Theta Chi.
Come
Man, those are
on,
the
guys. It's the Greek letter Xi.
Isn't that also Elon Musk's kid's name?
No. I know what you're talking about, but that's more like the new fighter jets that we have under development, which...
Sir, that's classified information.
Right. Sorry. Keep doing that. I mean, you guys heard that from Donald, not me.
So then it's Sky?
It's Xi, and please, no one interrupt me again. Let's just get on with the report. Okay, Dr. Zhang?
Well, sir, it appears this new variant has unusual viral vector properties.
Wait, is that the same as unusual viral rank 1 tensor properties?
Anyways, it's just very contagious and very dangerous. It could become the next COVID superbug.
Yes, I certainly agree there's the potential for this.
Okay, but shouldn't we be discussing the gradient of the potential?
It's okay, son. You don't have to do all that. Listen. I don't know how people are going to take this seriously. I get that it's concerning and all, but how are they going to take it seriously when they can't even pronounce it? You know what I'm saying? Like, imagine you saw that on CNN. Why do they call it fake news? You know what I'm saying?
Maybe the lowercase symbol will be easier to recognize.
I guess we could try that.
That kind of looks like a zeta.
What's wrong, sport? You look like Hillary when she sees an email.
Riemann zeta function. Riemann zeta function. COVID is a boson.
Right. Okay, Secret Service, I'm gonna need you to take Bozo here back to Northwestern or wherever. Listen, I think we're just gonna have to go with the capital symbol. Shki, was it?
It's Xi.
Gosh, what kind of morons would use this symbol in their day-to-day life?
Who's that? Professor.
It's Jon Simon. I'm gonna teach them all. 'Cause space-time could never hold me back. They're using SI units, but Gaussian units rule, and I will bring them back. And I talk to good students at night, they're slowly going mad. The beauty of potentials they will never understand. And the message coming from my eyes says Jackson goodbye. Don't wanna draw about it. Here it's don't need figures, they just visualize. Everyone knows about it. You just need abstract math to realize. And if I catch you coming back my way with an underread book, I promise you an oral exam. Good luck with that. And the feelings coming from my bones. Griffiths, leave me alone.
It's been a really weird year.
Yeah. When our cohort first started, we basically never saw each other in person.
And the few times we did, it was at freezing cold bonfires by the point.
I think it took me a good 12 months to see the inside of KPTC.
We also started Forget the Year planning way too late.
Both times. And not to mention, none of us even knew what an in-person Forget the Year was supposed to look like.
Or how much work it would be.
It didn't help that a lot of Mohits, I mean, our collective original skit ideas were wacky.
Yeah, I was supposed to play Young Key's sibling in a skit, and my name was going to be Younger Key.
I really wanted to do a skit called Graduate Student OnlyFans, but for some reason, no one was into the idea. Guys, come on, it was a good idea.
It was a stupid idea.
It was a good idea for attracting a lawsuit. Anyway, yeah, there was also, other non-forget the year stuff that happened over the last year.
Yeah, everyone remember the new mu on G-2 measurement? Yeah. And even more recently, the new measurement by CDF of the W boson mass.
Wow.
Yeah. I think it was sort of confusing for the general public, though. There was this whole official press conference to announce a 17% improvement in uncertainty. And then they just had this little normal Fermilab wine and cheese seminar to announce a 7 sigma deviation from the standard model. I think they were sort of confused.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and how about Young Key being elected APS president? Now, her wave function covers all of America.
GameStop went to the moon this year. Thank you. They thought no one was gonna clap. Also, I guess it was a year ago now, but that's okay. Fun fact, I first got into investing because my physics mentor told me that she was diamond hands on AMC.
I was going to say basically no one knows what that means.
Really, somebody does.
Apparently.
And the Ever Given got stuck in the Suez Canal for a week last year. I mean, there was a whole global phenomenon. You could say that the other ships participated in the world's largest physical realization of geometrical frustration. I don't know. You could say it.
How about the first private exploration into space last year? Yeah, I mean, not super exciting, but now we know, if we didn't before, that all it takes to achieve innovation is a massive dick measuring contest between 2 billionaires.
And of course, one of the things that really defined this last year and a half, I guess really 2 years, is Zoom. Let's look at some of the highlights we had from being in Zoom lectures last year.
And it's when you can make all of this assumption that these somewhat simplistic pictures emerge.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, talk to you soon. Thanks for the question. Sorry, I said talk too soon. I think that clearly shows that I'm a little bit stoned. That I didn't mean that I'm gonna go away and my cat will give the rest of the lecture. Although that is an idea that is very appealing. Instead of stopping me sleeping to actually take up some duty. No, you will have a PhD holder continuing giving this lecture. Okay, so what is this probability distribution of E? Although the cat may be smart, but at least, okay, cool.
Well, I guess that was the only good thing about being on Zoom. Thank you, everyone. That's the show. Don't worry, it's just water.